Welcome to The Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew, and let's get to the show.
And dog days are over. Dog days are over. Dog days, dog. Fat for your mother, fat for your mother. You better tell your sister and your brother. I know the words and the words we better. Gonna keep yourself with me if you wanna survive. Yeah, we go. Welcome to the Daily Grind. I'm your host, Luke Hatmaker. We're back. It's a new year. It's a new us. I've got my glasses on. Rusty's got a great shirt on. This is the Daily Grind. We're presented by FanDuel. I'm your host, Luke Hatmaker. It's a new year, but it's still the same old us. I got Rusty. How are you, Rusty? Are you good, brother? It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Hadn't seen you since last year. Ha ha ha. But no, I'm good this morning. Rocking my dinosaur shirt. Shout out to Maggie for the shirt.
Are those dinosaurs?
They're dinosaurs, yeah, all over my shirt. I'm a huge dinosaur head, and I've been a dinosaur nerd since I was a kid, and so she got me this for my birthday last year. So elite shirt game over here today, but I'm good. Spent the weekend with some family. Slightly embarrassed this morning, Luke. I did find out this weekend that Albert Einstein was a real person. This whole time, I just kind of thought he was a theoretical physicist. Welcome to the Daily Grind.
Yes. Oh man.
New year, same old bad jokes.
not little thing about me. I love theoretical physics, so that's right up my alley.
I love Big Bang Theory, and I felt like it was on point for that.
Give it to me. Give it to me. You know what? I bet Albert Einstein would love. Well, no, wait. I got a better transition. Speaking of theory, you know what's good in theory? This Grizzlies team. But you know what was not good to watch? This game last night.
Wah, wah, wah. That's a good transition, though. That's a good transition.
I'm glad I let myself walk it back because I almost just went with the Einstein when it wouldn't have been bad. Grizzlies lost 114 to 120 to the Los Angeles Lakers. They led 80% of this game. Lakers took 20 less shots. Made 4 less of them, or I'm not going to gang up on this team. So the biggest thing of this game, I guess, should be noted. Well, one, Ja didn't play. He was out due to a what was it? A
right calf contusion,
which whatever. Bruise. Cedric Coward after balling out. I mean, good God, he was. Let me get this right. He was 16 points in 13 minutes. He was a plus 13, had 8 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal. He was having arguably the best game of his young career. Gets hurt, goes to the locker room, does not return. Did it look
ankle roll he was limping, didn't look good. Ankle roll, likely out 4 to 6 weeks, as it goes with the Memphis Grizzlies.
I love how that's where we're at now. It's just looked bad. See him in a month.
See you in 4 to 6 weeks. Luke, I'm in a dangerous place with the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm not going to gang up on them. Again, we have a laundry list of injuries. Stop me if you heard that before. Our superstars never play together. John Morant has missed 15 out of our last 21 games. I'm in a place of apathy, and that's a bad place to be because I care about the Memphis Grizzlies more than I probably should. I think about the Memphis Grizzlies more than I probably should. I talk about them 5 days a week across multiple shows on this network, but I'm apathetic. And it's bad. It's bad that we've gotten here, and I'm not blaming anybody for that. It's just we're always hurt. We're always beat up. We get excited for these games. We get up for these games. They don't tip off until 8:30. Stay up late to watch them if you so choose. And we know how it's going to end, right? We're going to have a lead, or we're going to play really hard, just enough to get you invested. Somebody's going to get hurt, and we're going to lose. Like, that's how Memphis Grizzlies games are going right now. And it's just like I'm tired, boss. Like, I'm tired,
dude. It's getting to the point. It's not even. It's like unintentionally soft tanking, and it's so upsetting. Like, because you can't. It's like we're losing these games because it's like you said. Somebody gets hurt.
Everybody's hurt. And what do we do? No, you can't blame the training staff or Zach Kleiman or whoever for Cedric rolling his ankle last night, or Ja landed on, Zubac's foot and rolling his ankle. These things happen. But why do they happen to us so much? Just like the meme, right? Where it's like the guy's like beaten down and he's like, stop giving me your toughest battles. He's got a Grizzlies hat on. And there's Jesus over here. And he's like, how are you still alive? Like, that's like just beat down, begrudging, like just getting murdered. And then, like Kip Gordon says here, just salt in the wound. Phoenix are supposed, we were all convinced that was going to be a lottery pick. They're killing it. Second place in their division, beat the Thunder last night.
Thunder.
Because I am a glutton for punishment, I'm going to the Suns game on Wednesday night with my buddy David Adams. I've got season pass games. I'm going to that game. And we're going to watch the team who was supposed to give us a lottery pick probably beat us on our home court. And it's just, I guess, sad. Cedric was killing it. We had a good Jalen Wells game last night, finished with 23 points. Like, there are things that I could be excited about on this team. I just can't get excited about it because it's like, okay, I'm watching the game thinking, at what point are we going to lose this game? At what point is somebody going to get hurt? And if Ja Morant's playing, I'm like on the edge of my seat. Like, are we going to get a carrying Ja or a non-carrying Ja? I'm just tired, Luke. Like, lost 2 games on a 4-game losing streak. Lost 2 games at the Lakers. It's hard to beat a team twice back-to-back like that, but they did it. And Luke had 36 last night, and it's just, I'm just tired, man. Just tired.
Yeah, and it's like we can get excited for what we are seeing. It's like you were saying, good Jalen Wells game. We could get excited at I'm excited that even though these teams are like, my New Year's resolution was play Cam Spencer more. He's playing more, and even though teams are figuring out maybe him more, they're guarding him more on the three with his 3 ball. The dude still had 9 assists last night. Like he's finding what I could find things to be really excited about, how even though they're his name's on the whiteboard, that he's still figuring out ways to affect the game. There's stuff to be excited about that up until yesterday. We had a really kind of a good showing of Tripp prior to last night. But
and like you can like Tripp's at fault. I would at this point, Ja Morant is more to blame than anybody else. And like, I'm not ready to say it yet, but I'm closer than I've ever been, just because unreliability, like at least when you got Tripp, like he's at least out there playing and has an opportunity to give you a good game. And more often than not, recently he has. Last night, not his best game, but like he's out there, right? Ja Morant he's been missed 15 out of our last 21 games. Our superstar point guard commanding a massive salary is literally a non-entity, a non-factor. I would rather be frustrated with guys who are on the court trying than dudes who are sitting in street clothes watching all the time.
That's a good point. Like we can bicker and complain about all the money that Jaren's getting, but at least he's playing.
He's playing, and more often than not this year, especially lately. Now, it didn't start off that way, but more often than not lately, you're getting good games.
No question.
And like Cedric has been on a freaking tear lately, only for him to roll his ankle. Jalen's been better. Jalen's been playing above his head and been playing well. And like I saw people trying to like beat up Jock Landale. Like
we're not doing that on this show.
like Jock had a double we last night in a game that was really bad. Yeah. And like if you want to look at this team and think we're a Jock Landale, like we have a Jock Landale problem, like that's the most casual take I think I've ever seen in my life. And then death by Jake LaRavia, I'll say his name. I was anti Jake LaRavia only for him to come out and just be a Grizz killer last night. Like abysmal.
Yep. I mean, like back-to-back 20-point games. I think Kip pointed that out. First time all season that's happened. I'm trying to think of a positive.
And yeah, we had 6 offensive rebounds. The Lakers had 8. Like, it's not like that was the issue there. Like, again, we can nitpick and we can say, oh, Jaren doesn't do X, Y, and Z. But again, he's playing and our superstar guard is not.
Yep. And gosh, if you want to find Gigi had a good game. I'm just trying to think of Jalen. Yeah. Well, we got rid of Jake to make
once again. Like, I'm a known Stan. I know Jalen's a known Jaren hater, but like if you look at this team and think that Jaren is the problem, find a new sport, man. Like,
yeah, there's other.
Jaren has not been wasn't great last night, but there's a lot more issues than Jaren Jackson Jr. right now, and it's one who nobody else wants to say. And if I'm the only one saying it, Ja Morant not playing is the biggest issue with this team. Continues to be and will be until that's corrected. Ja's goal of playing all 82 is just like, again, missed 15 of our last 21.
It's really hard to take the man seriously when that's
man.
That's how the season started, where it's like, I'm here to play all 82, and that went out the window faster than you. That's gone.
Bright spot, Gigi. I did like what I saw from Gigi last night. He hustled. He's playing well. I'm done being negative. It is what it is.
Wasn't a minus huge net negative. He was a 0.
Dead even. Had 6 rebounds, 1 assist for the haters, and 11 points last night. I continue to be. Gigi is coming along. He's figuring it out, getting his sea legs underneath him. Proud of that kid for going to the hustle and playing hustle minutes and doing the little things that a lot of people probably would not have done. A lot of people in his position could have demanded a trade or said, I'm done with this, throw my hands up and pouted, like some people on this team tend to do. But Gigi has gone out and played and done the little things well, and it's starting to show. 1 of 5 from 3 is not great. He does need to see the floor a little better. I continue to say that's one of the biggest negatives about Gigi is he just doesn't, when he gets the ball, he looks down and dribbles into the floor. Yeah. I need to see him seeing the floor better, but Gigi playing more minutes is a good thing right now.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll give him a pass with that 3 ball yesterday because nobody could shoot a damn shot yesterday. Nobody.
42 and 24 from the field, 42 from the field, 24 from 3. Not going to be good.
Yep. And you know what, Jalen, I agree with. This is a good point. If we want to just focus on Gigi during these crappy games, it's good that we can do that because if he gets better on defense, calculus gets a little different. At least.
Gigi has been moving off the ball a lot better. Like he's hustling. He's not just a black hole with the basketball. Still kind of once he gets it, but he's not just like a hole in the floor. He's moving, setting picks, getting active on offense, and he's getting active on defense. It still needs to come along, but he has been playing a lot better. And so the schedule is brutal right now, so we got to look for the bright spots, and Gigi playing well is one of them.
Yeah, and shout out Wayno because he says all we got to do is make it to February. The interesting thing here is we might still be able to play like this sub 500 way and still make the damn play in because the bottom tier teams in the West, we know who those are.
Brutal. January is brutal.
Wayno, these are not new frames. These are my old glasses, my contacts. I'm just not wearing them because they're old. And I was torturing myself, so I look smarter. The
Albert Einstein pun was right on time today with those glasses.
I did. We planned the pun. Let's which see this is important. We're a loss. We're a lot. Gosh, I'm getting choked up.
It's not that deep, man.
I'm just so sad about the play-in. We're a loss away from being out of the play-in.
I mean, we're 2.5 games ahead of Dallas right now. We're in the 10th seed. We're 2.5 games ahead of Dallas. We're a half game behind Portland, 3.5 behind Golden State in 8th. So we're in 10th, 3.5 ahead of Dallas, but the schedule gets kind of brutal coming up. So we just got to go out there and keep punching up, hope we get some dudes healthy and just, see what happens.
Yep. You're absolutely right. There were, when the league is as good as it is, let's just say that. Your schedule, everyone's schedule is going to be rough because when you look at the daily grind, daily rewind, Ricka rewind, there's just so much going on right now. Which
before we move completely off the Grizzlies, 2 things. Two things. Edwards right. Like, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I'm apathetic because we're so beat up that it's hard to be like, oh, well, Jaren's been playing bad, or it's Cam Spencer's not shooting well, or where is Gigi's defense, or whatever. We just, like, we don't have enough dudes that play. Our superstar point guard, like, I'll say it again, has missed 15 of our last 21 games. Like, what do you do with that?
Yep.
And there's one correct answer here. And Luke, it's Zach Edey. Like, that's the correct answer, because Zach Edey makes his team tougher, plays harder, better defensively, rebounding. He makes every single person better. The correct answer is Zach Edey, in my opinion. Do you have a different answer?
No, absolutely not. I mean, there's been a stat going around where it's like the top 5-man lineup the top 5 net ratings and 5-man lineups with at least 200 possessions, and the Vince said Jalen Jaren Edey combo is in the top freaking 5.
And it ain't because any of those 4 dudes except for one.
It ain't because Vince Williams Jr. got better at playing the point guard. I'll tell you that much. God, I want Zach Edey back so bad. Are we close?
I mean, Zach Edey is a problem solver. Like, he fixes a lot of things. Like, with him being in a boot still, he should be reevaluated this week. I said on X this weekend, somebody had asked me about it. Like, do we think he'll like immediately come back? And the answer is no. He's been in a boot for the last 2 weeks, allowing this edema around his bone to heal, the swelling around his bone to heal. And so we're likely still, even if he gets a great prognosis this week, we're still probably 2-ish weeks away, because he'll have to ramp up in practice, probably get some hustle practice, kind of get going, and before he comes back.
Yep. I mean, and at this point, it's like, if Sed's going to be out, don't rush the big guy back, obviously. Yeah. And they won't.
This is such a good point. Shout out Jared here, because just like, it's a stale point, because it just feels like every day we come on here, we're like, well, when we get healthy, and when we get Zach Edey back, or when Ty Jerome's playing, or John Morant, when like, I am Michael Duncan Clark from the Green Mile, and I'm tired, boss.
I'm tired, boss.
I love that boss. I love that movie. Love the book. Love the movie. Love Michael Duncan Clark. R.I.P. to the GOAT.
Yep. Were there any other good games yesterday? Pistons kept winning. Magic won. The Nuggets, man, this poor Nuggets team, they're just going to lose as long as Jokic is out. He beat the Pels. Timberwolves won. Suns. That's
the one I was laughing at.
That's the big game.
And it's so funny, because like I interact so much with NBA Twitter, and I see a lot of other teams, and like Thunder fans are losing their mind, because they're like, have you seen the Thunder haven't been shooting as many free throws this year? And it's like, and they're losing the games that they don't shoot as many free throws, because when they can play physical but the other team can't, they're untouchable. But when the referees and the NBA are allowing other teams to match their physicality, they're pedestrian. Like, they're not pedestrian, but they're like every other team. They're still uber talented. They're still got one of the top 5 players in the world in SGA. You've got 2 different, like, a foul baiting SGA is one player and non-foul baiting SGA is another, and they're both awesome.
Yep.
But like, when the other teams can match their physicality on defense and they're not getting that little tight whistle, they're a beatable basketball team. And the Suns showed that last night. And like, it's just Oklahoma City fans who just found out about professional basketball in the last 3 years has been the meltdowns on Twitter have been awesome.
Yep. And I think I love the point you just made about like the refs letting these guys play. I think it specifically has to do with the guard play, because they are letting the other guards match Caruso and Dort's physicalness, and those 2 dudes specifically don't really know what to do, because when their physicalness is being matched and they're not making shots, which they're not knocking down 3-point guys, they kind of become, I don't want to say they become null, but they become just
you can get in their head, and they can't, like, Dort is not good enough, and Caruso neither are good enough offensive players to be able to shoot themselves into relevancy if they can't be the most physical player on the court.
Absolutely.
And it's just so funny to watch. Like, they could get physical in the defensive end, and then they'll pout and flail and holler when they're physical on the other team on the other end. But I love all I've asked for, like, I haven't asked for, because I love the way Oklahoma City plays defense. I'm all for physical defense. I'm a child of the 90s when it was like brutal in the post and in the paint.
Yes.
Like, you earn those 2 points in the paint, and I'm fine with that. All I've asked for is to be called evenly on both ends, like allow both teams to be physical. So I'm here for it. Like, I'm here for the physicality that both teams were playing with last night in this Suns and Thunder game. And I love Dylan Brooks getting under SGA's skin on that free throw. Did you see that?
Yep.
Where he scuffed his shoe right when he let go of it, and they didn't get a call. And SGA was like, "Are you kidding me? He scuffed his shoe." I was like yelling at the ref, and he looks at him. And he's like, "That's smart, bro. That's smart." Like I'm here for that. Like
so
Dylan the villain. I'm here for it.
So good. I love watching Dylan do this kind of stuff. Makes me happy when it's against this Thunder team. Just makes
as
me
long
happy.
as it's not on our team.
Exactly. Then I'm fine. Before we take a break, it's on trade deadline is a month and some change away, right?
Yeah, a little over a month away from the trade deadline, where I think Grizzlies are going to be major sellers for sure, especially the way this thing is trending. We're going to sell. I don't know that we're going to buy anything unless it's an expiring contract or picks, but I think we're going to be sellers.
Going to be sellers. Well, this might be I'm going to ask if you'd make that trade, even if you think we're going to be selling.
Let's do it. Come on.
It's time for another round of Would You Make That Trade? And here we go. I have not specific trades, but I have three players. Three players that I am just going to ask if you would make that trade. Because Bleacher Report, shout out those guys, they give me a lot of content. They were like 3 players that every team should trade for, or blah, blah, blah. These were the 3 guys that were on the Grizzlies list. They specifically said that we need more shooters, I believe is what they were harping on. Would you trade for any of these guys? Sam Hauser's obviously shooting the ball really well. John Collins, I think a lot of guys have wanted him with the Grizzlies for a long time. Fontecchio is a guard. Do any of these names jump out at you?
I mean, Fontecchio is shooting 36% from 3. Like, I like his ability to shoot this year. Sam Hauser has been shooting the ball well for a Celtics team that has needed shooting, and he stepped up. None of these guys light my world on fire. John Collins was one I was like standing for last year, and I think that he still has some value. It's hard to see it right now just because that Clippers team is so bad.
Yeah.
Like, is he a part of the problem? Is he able to, this is my thing with like Lauri Markkanen and some of these guys I've been saying for a long time. Like, when you're good on a bad team, can you then go be good on a good team? I don't know. He was, good on a bad team. Now he's okay on a bad team. Like, and he's oft injured. So the last thing we need is somebody who's going to be injured a lot. And John Collins has been somebody who's been unable to stay healthy. I like John Collins in his game. Of these guys, I would go Hauser or Fontecchio just because those 2 guys have proven they can shoot consistently, and that's what we need. But I don't know that I would wish Grizzlium on any of these cats, because you come to Memphis, you're going to get hurt.
Yeah, that's my thing, man. It's like Sam Hauser is just kind of the American version of Jock Landale. I mean, they kind of even look the same. I mean, look at that picture.
Yeah, we've got Sam Hauser at home, in Jock Landale, and I've enjoyed Jock Landale this year, especially now that he's back in the role where he should be. I think there are other guys that solve issues for us better than any of these 3. But again, I think we're going to be sellers at the deadline. I don't know that we're going to be going after pieces. Like Jared said, we don't make big splashes midseason. We do at the draft. So if we made a move, that's where I think it would be. None of these guys are guys that I'm like, I got to go get.
Yep. I'm with you. I don't, none of these guys jump out at me. I'm sure they're lovely fellas, but I if we're in sell mode, I just don't think one, if you're going to spend, why would you spend on these guys? I just no shade to them. I just don't think they move the needle for what the
we're not a Sam Hauser. That's what I keep saying. Like, when people
we're not a Sam Hauser away.
Who would you trade for Dylan Brooks or Sam Hauser? Like, I don't look at this team and think that like we're a Sam Hauser, a John Collins, a Fontecchio, I don't think we're any of those guys away from being a contender in the Western Conference. So I think we're several pieces away, and I don't think any of those 3 move the needle significantly in that direction.
Yep, I'm right there with you. So I don't think either of us would make that trade. I'm killing my voice this morning. We are going to take a really quick break. That's enough basketball talk. Because when we get back, we do need to talk. Man, let me rephrase. We're just going to talk to college quarterfinals because, we didn't have shows at the end of last week, and I want to talk about them because they were good. So we will talk about that right after this quick break.
In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles.
Oh, am I muted?
There you are. You're back.
Now welcome back to the Daily Grind, everybody. If you could not tell by that lovely commercial, we have several sponsors we are proud of. First and foremost, we are proudly sponsored by Carway. You saw them there. Grit, grind, and Pink Beetles. Get that tattooed on your belly. That's awesome. Grit, grind, Pink Beetles. I love that. Check them out if you need a vehicle, guys. I know that everybody needs a car. Check them out. They will get you financed. They're great. We are also sponsored by Grade A Pest Service. You saw them there. Weather's doing crazy stuff outside. It's cold some days, warm some days. Bugs are coming inside. Get the pest out. Call these folks. You did not see them, but we are also sponsored by Grind City Brewing. They are great. We'll be doing some watch parties there here shortly. We got more details to come there. We are sponsored by Mugshots Grill and Bar. They had a watch party there last week. It was awesome. Great turnout for the Tigers Live. Kenny was there. I think Roman was there, and Francis was there.
Francis live and in person from San Diego. Came all the way in from San Diego doing it in person. Another one coming up later this month. Watch out for those details.
It's awesome. It's great. And last but not least, we are sponsored by FanDuel Sportsbook, which we will be heading on over there later for It's a Trap. But first, we need to talk about the college football playoff quarterfinals, man. Woo, there were some. Well, let's start in the order they happened. Let's start with the Cotton Bowl. Miami beat Ohio State. Electric game. Ohio State was by far the favorite to win the whole thing. The Miami defense, they looked like the U, man. I mean,
flying around, creating chaos. I tell you, Reuben Bain Jr. made himself a lot of money in that Ohio State game alone. Number 4, the defensive lineman for Miami, is a problem, and Ole Miss is going to have their hands full with him. Just dominated the line of scrimmage. Carson Beck did enough to win the game. He didn't get them beat, only had 138 yards passing, but the biggest thing was 0 interceptions, and Carson Beck has been known to throw picks in big games. And Miami showed up. They played hard. They played fast. That's a tough, physical team. You know, you get Notre Dame fans have been all over X talking about we belong, whatever. Miami deserved to be here. They beat the best team all year long, or the team who had the benefit of a softer schedule, and the couple teams they played that were for real, they got beat, because we'll talk about Indiana here in a minute. Huge win for Miami. I hope that I love something as much as Michael Irvin loves Miami Hurricanes football. Watching him on the sidelines is comedy. If you haven't seen it, it's just pure gold. Yep. It's incredible, but good win for the Canes, out physicaling a physical team.
Yep. Then you go to the Orange Bowl, which, if you even want to call a bowl game, when Oregon shut out Texas Tech, man, like 23-0.
Oregon's defense is for real. Stuffed their offense in a locker, a high-powered offense, not an offense that has sputtered. The only game they really sputtered this year was when they didn't have half their offense. They were missing their quarterback, running back, and a receiver against Arizona State, and they lost. But they were healthy. They had the benefit of rest. They came in and got shoved in a locker by Oregon, and shout out to Oregon's defense. And getting 23 points against that Tech defense was something of note, because Tech's defense played really well. They just couldn't get anything on offense, and ultimately caved, and they blinked and Oregon just kept coming at them defensively. That Ducks Hoosiers game is going to feed families on Friday night.
I can't wait. Let's get the Hoosiers. The Hoosiers.
Hoosiers, baby.
Belt to ass for Bama, man. They beat them 38-3.
I saw an Alabama fan post on X, and it says, I understand now why everybody hated playing Alabama back in the day, because this was a Nick Saban team. They out-physicaled Alabama. They didn't beat themselves. I have not seen Alabama get dominated in the trenches like that in 20 years. And Indiana, on both sides of the ball, just dominated Alabama in the trenches, where Alabama typically has the advantage. Not on Thursday. Indiana's defense was fast. They were mean. They were aggressive. They hurt Ty Simpson, ultimately got him benched. Alabama can do nothing. And just a true professional win by the Indiana Hoosiers, where they literally just choked the life out of Alabama for 4 quarters. That Hoosiers team is for real.
Yep. And like you said, we're going to break down the semis later this week, but like you said, that Hoosiers, that Oregon Hoosiers game is going to be
rematch. Because the first game was good. Indiana beat them in Oregon, beat them in Alston Stadium. Good game, but Oregon's playing their best ball. They're healthy. Indiana's healthy and playing their best ball. Juggernauts, buddy. That's gonna be a ball game.
Are these, in terms of culture setters in college football? Are these two of the coaches? I mean, you got Cignetti and what's his name, Lamming,
and Dan Lanning, and it just shows that the process still matters. Both of these dudes were assistants under Nick Saban, who's one of the most process. All 4 of the remaining coaches are Nick Saban prodigies, which is wild. It's pretty nuts. But Dan Lanning, Kurt Cignetti, both assistants for a while under Nick Saban, both very process-oriented, detail-oriented, do the little things well. And he's working out. They're playing for the shot to go to the national championship. 2 best cultures in football. Kurt Cignetti's neither up nor down, very even-keeled, much like a Nick Saban. Dan Lanning's a bit more out there, right? He'll chop it up and play around with Pat McAfee, which I love. But, 2 of the best cultures in college football for sure.
Yep. Last game, Sugar Bowl. I thought Uncle Buck was going to have a heart attack. 39-34.
Yeah. His wife Haley was sending me and Maggie videos of him jumping up on the couch and just being all celebratory and carrying on. But I mean, that was a good win for the Rebels. Did what they couldn't do earlier this year and make a 4th quarter comeback to beat Georgia.
Yep.
Incredible game. Trinidad Chambliss is one of the most dangerous players left. He has a problem with his arm and legs. I had Georgia. I bet all my money on Georgia on FanDuel. I had Georgia playing for a national championship. I had them beating Oregon. I had all these different things. I had everything just fell apart in that game for me. But shout out to the Rebels. And really quick, small sidebar to Mississippi State, because we played in the Mayo Bowl on the weekend. Yeah. I really hope, because and it was not inspiring. It was just a bunch of quarterback and halfback draws up the middle and bubble screens. I hope that the powers that be in Mississippi State are watching this. Your cross-state rival who went all in on football and invested everything and really went headlong into this are finding success while we're still being pedestrian. And that's all I'll say. But congratulations to the Rebels. Really, really good win. I
am very interested to hear you and Uncle Buck talk about that.
Yeah.
Because it's a dialogue there that I think is worth happening. So this is good. I don't even need to. We just talked about the four big bowls. There are no more bowl games. We will not be going bowling on the show until later this year.
Mhm.
That seems weird to say. Way later this year. But it's time for your daily dose of It's a Trap, sponsored by FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm going to give you 3 bets from FanDuel. You just have to tell me which one is a trap, like Admiral Akbar. After our conversation just now, we're just going to talk about tomorrow we will be talking NFL. It's going to be an all NFL episode. Kevin Stefanski just got fired by the Browns just now. I can't wait for
about that.
Black Monday's crazy. We're going to have fun tomorrow. All right. The odds to win the Natty. Win it. Not to make it, to win it.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one of these is a trap? Is it A, Indiana plus 130? Is it B, Oregon plus 310? Or is it C, Ole Miss plus 330?
Okay. Wow. Ole Miss plus 330. Okay. So let me work through this. So Indiana, you said plus 130?
Yes.
For Indiana? All right. Yeah, I feel like I was expecting minus odds for the beatdown that they put on Ohio State. But plus 130, that feels about as appropriate as we're going to get for a team not in minus odds. Ole Miss and Oregon plus 330. You didn't say Miami, who beat Ohio State. But I think logically it should be Indiana, Oregon, Miami, Ole Miss. And that doesn't leave a lot of room between Oregon and Ole Miss. Just because I hate them, Ole Miss is the trap.
Yeah, you got it.
Let's go.
Just because you hate them.
Just because I hate them.
Yeah.
I don't hate much in this world, but Ole Miss is at the top of the list.
You were like, this is logic. Take it, throw it out the door. I hate Ole Miss.
Yeah.
You were right. Indiana and Oregon, those are the correct odds. They are plus 130, plus 310. You hit the nail right on the head. You got the order right. Miami is plus 330. They got those Ole Miss odds. Ole Miss, longest odds here, they're plus 570.
And again, I hate them, but Trinidad Chambliss is dangerous.
Yep.
But Miami's got the defensive chops. So we'll break it down as the week goes on, but they've got the defensive chops to make it happen.
Yep. I'm really excited for the semis. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
going to be electric.
It's going to be really fun.
These are the 4 best teams still playing. That's the nicest thing I'll ever say about Ole Miss, so write that down. And it's going to be electric football.
Yep. I'm very, very excited. It doesn't always happen this way. In the short-lived life of the college playoff, it doesn't always happen where we get electric matchups like this, and I'm very excited. Before we get out of here, it's Monday, and Mondays are for lasagna. Why am I so sweaty? Mondays are for lasagna around here. And what does that mean? It means we talk about the good and the bad from the weekend, because Mondays are bad in the eyes of Garfield the cat, and lasagnas are good in the eyes of Garfield the cat. I'll go first. Pop-Tart Bowl. I'm kidding. So I got engaged this weekend.
Let's go.
She said yes. It's the most nervous I've ever been in my life, even though we've been best friends for like 18 years and we've been partners for 2.5. I just was nerve-wracked, but I'm engaged.
Sure.
She put a ring. That's the wrong finger. There's so much I need to learn about marriage stuff. I don't know what hand it goes. I don't know. I think my job's done now. I don't think I have to do anything, right? I don't have to do anything.
Basically, now you just show up when she tells you to.
Like I'm sober 4 years. I told her I'm going to start drinking beer again just so I can be a real deadbeat. But no, I have no money. My Monday was I drove 5 hours last night, but it was all lasagna for me because that was a fun experience.
Major congratulations and props. I better get an invite to the party, to the wedding, whatever it is. Then we'll be there with bells on and dancing my socks off, man. I'm super excited for you.
Your name is already on the list. We went through a little pre-guest list last night.
Let's go. Let's go. Super stoked about it, man. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, dude. And you know, as Colin did great. You did great. Great couple. Couldn't happen to a better couple. Maggie and I love both of you dearly, and I'm super excited for you, man. Congratulations. For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, I drove 4 hours yesterday, so I get that. But
what were we doing?
Yeah. So for me, my lasagna is I did a lot of work with my hands this weekend. I went home to the farm and helped my family finish up building a lot for my grandfather. We ran fence, about 700 feet of fence. We ran fence, and so was clipping. I got some blisters on my hands, but it was worth it because we were able to finish a lot. It's been a 5-year project for my family, for my 89-year-old papa, who's been wanting to see it finished in his lifetime. And not only did we finish it, we ran cows through it yesterday, did some vaccination and some ear tagging, and we sent some off to the sale in the lot that he's been wanting to see built, and super excited we were able to finish that yesterday.
That's amazing.
Finish it Saturday, ran cows through it on Sunday. It was awesome. It was so much fun. And like the whole drive home yesterday, I'm just like I was feeling myself, right? Like I did some man work. I worked with my hands. I built something that worked. Like finally seeing this hard work come to fruition. Yeah, I fed a baby cow with a bottle over the weekend. Her name's Miss Lottie. She's the cutest little thing. But it was awesome time, spending time with family, and like just the whole drive home yesterday. I'm like, yeah. Like it's just something about building with your hands. You feel really good about yourself, gives you a ton of confidence, at least, taps into that primal urge, right? That I've built something, it worked and provided for my family, type thing. It was awesome. My lasagna is global warming because the whole time I was out there on Saturday doing it, was 75 freaking degrees. I'm in Carhartts and a t-shirt. I'm sweating to death. I'm like cooking out there, baking in the sun. I'm just like, been battling like sinus stuff for a week. So I'm just like baking, can't breathe out of my left nose. And so like global warming is my beef because I was so hot. And Wayno was right. Like my number one beer, if you watch the 2 Buck Sports Show, like post yard work beer is my favorite beer. Well, on Saturday I had a post farm work beer. Top tier beer. Yeah, top tier beer. So lasagna is working with my hands. Monday is global warming.
That's gonna do it for our show today. I don't have anything to add. Monday, global warming, get out of here. We don't want you. You're ridiculous. It's January. Cool your
January, and I'm sweating to death, man. It's 75 degrees in Shibuda, Mississippi. Yeah. Luke's sweating. I was sweating Saturday in Shibuda. Like, come on, man. Give me some cold weather.
Shout out Shibuda. Is that where your granddad lives? Your papa?
Yeah, Shibuda, Mississippi, the metropolis of Shibuda, Mississippi. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Thank you for watching the show today, y'all. Shibuda.
Look it up. Google it. We're south of Meridian. It's the middle of nowhere, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm literally going to spend as soon as the show ends, I'm driving to Shibuda. We will be back tomorrow, everybody. Thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you, FanDuel. Thank you, Carway. Thank you, Grade A Pest Services. Thank you, Mugshots. And thank you, Grind City Brewing. Full slate of shows today. 2 Bucks. Anthony Sane. No bluffing later. We will have shows throughout the week. Tigers Live with Francis. On Beat with BCM, Tigers on Tap, On the Bluff, post-game bounces live after every post-game, Night Court. If I forgot you, at me, I'm sorry.
The Daily Grind, every morning at 7:30. The best morning co-host in the business, Mr. Luke Hatmaker, soon to officially be Mr. Luke Hatmaker. Once again, congratulations, sir, on the engagement.
Thank you, sir. And thank you, comments. We really popping today, y'all. Everybody, thank you. If you were watching, thank you. We'll be back tomorrow. If we can leave you with anything today, anything at all, remember 2 things like we always do. 1, be a little weird. Yeah, like Deadpool. Deadpool's weird. And 2, remember to smile a little bit. Hey. Bye, guys. Have a great day. We will see you tomorrow. And I hopefully won't be this sweaty.
Thank you for listening to The Daily Grind. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.